Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son?
Fool, you should never mix drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't candid camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
Fancy an arse? Get a weapon collector arse.
I could knock him out in the shed. Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
Whoa! Hello everyone, yes, welcome to the Bed Shitters Club. I hope your bed is nice and fucking stinky. The reason I was late is because I shut the bed, but I had to clear it up before I live streamed. Just, you know, it's a bit of a distraction. Anyway, welcome to the Bed Shitters Club, and Persia is always worth shitting the bed.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
Yes, welcome. Cheryl, Tom, thank you for the jewels. I don't know what they do. I do know what they do. They all add up into money eventually. But yes, thank you. I hope you two are doing well. I hope Tom's well. I hope you're alright. Fallen Evil, how you doing? Yes. How you doing, Persia? You alright? Who else was on? I think that was on Pete. Hello, Pete, if you're still there. So yeah, I fixed my other air rifle. So they're both fully working now. I think I'm going to have to work on Persio's Ned Hunter because I haven't really had a proper look at it since I got it home, to be honest, because that's like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. But the thing is, it got put away and then never really got shot again. But I noticed at Richards, I shot it at Richards and I shot it once here. Both times, I think I remember, definitely at Richards, I noticed it seemed weaker than it should have been. Now, that could just be the seal in the barrel, but I've never properly looked. However, I will now, knowing that I knew I could fix them anyway. It's more the stress of doing it because you're always shitting yourself that you're going to lose something or not be able to put it back together. Right? I've done the Webley, I've done the BSA Lightning. I think the Ned Hunter will be pretty straightforward. There's plenty of videos online, and the stuff to fix them doesn't really cost that much. So yeah, the Ned Hunter will be next. I'll get that back up to full power. Person, I am fucked. Busy, as in work at the moment. That's a shame, but you know, I suppose it is what it is, isn't it? At least you're getting paid. I'm glad you are going to get some time with it. Yeah, I'll sort the Ned Hunter out properly soon. The Ned Hunter is actually the other reason it doesn't get shot very often, Persia. This is because it's behind here. Getting stuff out of here is a fucking bastard. Because I have to take all of this off, all of that off, pull like this part of the sofa forward. So it's a lot of like bother to get stuff out. But yeah, because it doesn't fit. It's too long. It don't fit in my bloody gun box. Ned Hunter is a Webley. Oh well, there you go. That should be quite easy to get parts then. Persia. That should be pretty easy to get parts for then, shouldn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah. There you go. Well, that's the next one I'm doing. And I might also do my... When I cronied a couple of air rifles, my brother's Meteor, so Jim's Meteor, that was shooting at like 4 foot-pound as well. And it's weird, because when you shoot them, they don't seem it. However, what I noticed was, his Meteor that was shooting 4 foot-pound, when you shot it, you hear the bang, then you hear the pellet hit. That's a giveaway that it's slow as fuck. If you can hear a different, like bang, bang, bang and then impact from like 15 meters away, there's something wrong. Yeah, the Webley is shooting lovely. I shot some. I haven't cronied. I'm not. The Webley is shooting lovely. I've cronied that. It was 11.09 foot-pound. The BSA Lightning, I reckon, is about the same. The only test I've done on it was shooting some 10mm ply. It pisses through that. Persia said 2 13-hour shifts this week on top of my regular hours. Fucking hell, mate, yeah. Well, I hope you're getting paid a lot. I hope you get paid a lot. So anyway, everyone, what have you lot all been up to? As I said, most of my week... Oh, I have started some Spyrophiles filming. It's not episode 1 of series 2. It is the extended version of series 1, episode 2. And I'm going to extend the first 2 episodes because they're both... The first episode was 9 minutes long. And it was like just 2 scenes for the whole thing. Same with episode 2. It was like 2 separate scenes and that was it. There was nothing... Well, maybe 3. But there was an extended part in episode 2 of just like 7 minutes of just like the same bit. So I'm going to break that up a bit with some extra scenes. And Persia, if you want to film a Desmond scene for me, please do. I'll give you the ideas that I need. Yes. So yeah, that's all I've been doing. I had a nightmare with the editing, so I start... Every time I go on the editor, it fucking... every now and then it updates itself without asking you. And no, that's a lie. Sometimes it does ask you. And sometimes I refuse. But every now and then you think, oh, fuck it, I'll update it, get the new features. Updated it, and the fucking thing for doing green screens was shit. It just wouldn't work. Yesterday, yeah, which was last night, yeah, all day yesterday, I filmed a load of green screen stuff, and then it took me over 50 minutes to try and do like a 10-second scene that I could not do. It would not properly green screen. And I nearly chucked the lot of it and redid it, but then I tried it again later and managed it. Persia said, send what you require and I'll get it sorted. Alright, yeah, no rush. However, I would like it done in maybe a couple of weeks, if you know what I mean. All it will be, Persia, is it's the scenes of the Desmonds. I need the Desmonds doing random shit. So, if you can stand in front of a plain wall with like... It don't matter what the fucking wall's got on it, to be honest, but the plainer the wall, the better. And do something weird as a Desmond that I'm sort of spying on. Do you remember the scenes we were talking about? It's where I'm in the factory and I'm creeping around in the ducting and I'm looking out. You don't have to be filmed from above or nothing. And then it's just Desmond's doing weird shit. So I've got a Desmond watching, and I've done it now. I have done the intro to the episode of Desmond's, which is a parody of Neighbours. And I even sang the fucking song, and it is fucking terrible. It's so bad that Metallic pissed herself laughing when I showed her. So yeah, so there'll be a Desmond watching Desmond's. You know, you could be doing anything you want. Somewhat weird, you could be just doing what Desmond does. Evil said we haven't done fuck all week. I don't blame you, to be honest. It was fucking boiling, isn't it? There's a couple of days where I was like dying. But yeah, Persia, I'll message you and give you a couple of ideas. But I'll write it down. I think it's easier to give people a bit of a brief sometimes, isn't it? Spacey, how you doing, mate? I just need to write this down for Persia. I have got the ideas written down there, but you know, you might come up with something yourself. So yeah, so that does mean soon there'll be a Spyroverse special. Now that Spyroverse special won't have a new episode in it, but it will have at least the added time added to episode 1 and 2, which would be a new episode anyway. Do you know what I mean? There'll be enough added to these 2 episodes that will count for if it was a new episode. Spacey said, I just got home from street, tons of wankers about, just got to go water the garden, we'll try to listen. I hope your plants are doing well, mate. Pez said, yeah, making a cup of tea. Exactly. Just some either normal or weird or anything. It's just so I can intersperse it with the Desmond, as partly what the Desmonds are doing, why they're not catching me. So there'll be one looking at some... Hello, Peach, how you doing, mate? I've done the Desmond watching Desmonds, which is a parody of Neighbours and also a parody of Red Dwarf's Androids. There'll be a Desmond looking at some Spyro porn, which I can't remember what we decided would be porn to a Desmond, but I might make it like just something disgusting, so people are, oh fucking hell, you know, so it might be severed cocks and spirographs and shit like that, you know, and crinkle cut, you know, it could be cooking book maybe, I don't know. But Pete said I'll be 10 minutes. Fortunately at 7:30 we have Priestenders only here on DPC, yes. That would be good. Yes. Fucking Priestenders. Yeah, well we've got Desmond's. Maybe I want to do one day Desmond and Sons, or Desmond and Son, and it'll be a parody of Steptoe Son. Oh, and Pergio, I will be putting in. I've worked out what needs to be said now. I will be putting in. They've turned the brains against us. Well, he's turned the brains against us. And I'll do a Desmond sort of walking along like that, you know. Not topless. So I've worked out a way to get they've turned the brains against us now. So yeah, so soon, and also I'll get a couple of other, like, I'll think of some short, when I say short, you know, like 10-minute maybe, clips to put in as well. So there will be plenty, when I do this Spyroverse special soon, there will be plenty of new content. There'll be at least an episode's worth of new content. There'll be a couple of new clips to things. Yeah. I think we need a Spyroverse special. And then once that's done, I'll start on this episode 1 of series 2. Riggs, how you doing, mate? So, if you're watching this, everyone, and you're like, what the fuck is the Spyroverse? What's the Spyroverse? If you go onto my channel, there may be a tab called Shows now. I don't know. If there's a tab called Shows, go and have a look at that. The only show on there should be Spyroverse. And if you watch the documentary, it's a comedy horror series. There's mockumentaries, there's a whole series, there's Christmas special, there's joke adverts, there's books, everything. It's all based around the premise that if you're an evildoer and you do a spirograph, it sort of contacts the nether regions, and Spyro demons, Desmonds, will come and, if you're evil, come and, you know, they might torture you for eternity, or they might give you a crinkle cut cock by sucking your cock in and then cutting it off. Anyway, watch the documentary, it'll all be explained. But yeah, go and watch it. I lost 7 viewers given that description. So yeah, there'll be plenty of Spyro stuff coming soon. What else have I done this week? Not a lot. Not a lot. What have you been up to, Riggs? But yeah, he's turned the brains against us. Because I thought of something how to do it, Persia. What I thought of doing was, I need something to be mentioned about brains for it to sort of work. So I thought, we'll have a scene, where the Desmonds are starting the hypnosis, or starting the collective cerebral control, CCC. Yeah, the collective cerebral control, and then they'll go, oh, these brains will be ours. Anyway, it'll work. Raoul, how you doing? Jez Gates, how you doing? Barney, how you doing? Yes. Desmond and Son, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it, Barney? Steptoe and Son. Just said, Putin launches World War III at 10:30 tonight. What knife and what crossbow are you stuffing into a rucksack? What knife? Thinking I've got too many to pick from. Crossbow would probably be my adder, though. My kitted out adder. I'd get the adder, all the bolts I've got for the adder. It's got a bayonet on it. A knife. Oh, fucking hell. Do you know what? That's weird. I don't think I've got any of my I'd have to dig in my box or behind there and get something big out. Maybe the cold steel Gladius or something. Something that you could use for, you know, fight. Ain't gonna do much with if there's nukes, but you know, none of it would. But yeah. Sabu said bugger all might have been far too hot. Yeah, true. Next on DBC we have Pride and Preppers. Yes. Oh god, yes. And later at 9 o'clock our latest episode of Desmond's, and now for the 6:16 news. Let's say. Oh god. Raoul said you should put a samurai sword as a bayonet. Yes. Be a bit big though, wouldn't it? Be a bit big. It would. I still want to do a fucking little chainsaw on the end of something. I was gonna do it. I had the idea of putting a little chainsaw on. I say I had the idea. Loads of people had the idea, but no one had done it at the time. But I was gonna put a little chainsaw on the front of that Chinese Type 86 bullpup rifle. But I never got round to it because that probably would have been pretty mental had I done it. And it didn't necessarily have to run. It would have still looked fucking cool. H, how you doing? You alright? Dad just got the red back today, loving it. What is the first most important mods you recommend? Love all the videos, mate. Been watching for years. Now gonna make sure to be more active. Well, for the red back, I'd say you definitely want a stock extender on it, because the stock extenders just make everything a bit easier, and then you can use it like a little carbine. I'd say a quiver and a bayonet, but I'm the one who makes them, and I never get around to doing it at the minute. However, if you email me, H, I might be able to sort you out a bayonet, because I'm going to need some money soon, so all the people who want this stuff, you'll probably get it soon. Bayonet, quiver. The thing is, I can't show you on a live stream any crossbows, because what happens is you hold anything that looks like a gun on a live stream, YouTube shut it down. But definitely go onto my videos and just look up redback or modded redback, and you'll see some of the stuff you can put on them. The redbacks are fucking amazing for the amount of stuff you can get on them. I used to absolutely love the redback. One of the things you can do is and most people don't mind doing this either, because they have plenty of safety features, the redbacks. You can take the anti-dry fire out pretty easily by poking a pin out, and then it lets you shoot literally any kind of bolt, and I mean big bolts, little bolts, long bolts, yeah. So the redback's awesome for that. Basically, I'm back. Washing machine stopped me here, and as I walked, fair enough. You didn't miss much, mate. Just okay, which crossbow are you looking forward to trying reviewing? Well, I've got up there, which I haven't tested yet, a fully upgraded Sobek. The thing is, I'm going to have to buy another Sobek now to be able to test this new one against an original one. What I've got up there is like the German upgrade kit that they do. And my Sobek now has got a £100 limb, broadhead bolts, a fully extendable and adjustable stock, folding handle. So yeah, you can even take the safety off with their things, but I didn't bother. Yeah, I haven't shot that yet. I haven't had a chance. H said, I've watched them all, mate. I think definitely need some sort of bayonet cocking assist. I've watched all your videos on it multiple times. Thank you. I'll send you an email. Yeah, send me. If you need my email, put in the word !email with no gap, just !email, and it'll pop up in the comments, and then you can copy and paste it. But yeah, so I'm gonna need some money soon, so I will be much more likely to be getting this stuff done. Yeah, I need a fucking tooth done. It's driving me mad. So yeah, I will be much more likely to be making people's stuff on. The only problem is, the only reason I don't do it is just I'm so fucking busy all the time. Milb, how you doing, mate? He said he hates his dad. How you doing, mate? You right? He said, love all your videos, man. We've been through a tough year. Your videos have really helped. Thank you. I'm sorry to hear that, mate, but yeah, I'm glad they helped. Just listen to your response to H. How do I get your email? Ah, there you go. So it's in. It should be. I think it already has popped up, my email, didn't it? I thought I saw it. There you go. So if you look in the comments, a thing called Nightbot will put the. It's put my email up. I'll put it on the screen. I can put it on the screen, but that one in the comments you can copy and paste it. Yeah, so email me. If I can remember how to do this. Yeah, send. Oh, hang on. There you go. That's better. Send me an email. So I was trying to think of it because sometimes sometimes people try and email me and they just can't see it get to work. If you comment on a video with your email, I could email you. Yeah. Hello, not Slingshot Warrior. Shut up, Shed Ninja. I know that's you. He said, oh, I'm going to get the first robot wife in Maryland, USA. I bet you are. I bet you fucking are. Oh, Christ. I bet you are. I don't know what to say. Right, so yeah. Send me an email and hopefully soon I'll get you quivers. I can make easy as fuck and quite quickly. The bayonets can be quite hard work because I've started getting arthritis in my hand, so it can be a bit of a bastard. However, I've noticed during the summer it's not so bad. It doesn't seem to be half as bad now, so there's a chance I can get this stuff done. My hands was hurting a bit lately from doing. I changed the spring in an air rifle. That made them hurt a bit, but yeah, there's ways around these things. Barney said, "I know you can do it. Make Barney, I don't know what that's supposed to say. I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I know you can do it. Make mass size spare something different. I don't know. Roll said, you've seen that film where Megan Fox plays a robot maid who shags her human. I have not seen that, no. I've seen that fucking Robots that was on like Channel 4 fucking about 15 years ago. But that was a bit fucking. It seemed like it'd be good, and it was a load of bollocks. It was a shite. I don't know. But yeah, Megan Fox is fit though. Yeah, she certainly is. Raoul, she certainly is. Yeah. So Redback, you definitely want bayonet, front cocking handle. You want all of the shit on it, basically. Lights, fucking everything. But I still reckon a light back behind the rails the best way to have it. What that does, what a lot of people don't realise is if you're shooting in the dark and you've got a light underneath on a crossbow, once you've shot it, you can't see where to put the bolt. So if you have the light like back on the top rail, you can get these mounts that let you have things next to a sight. Light there lights up the target and then also lights up the rail. Yeah, Mel, but it's well worth a lot of the stuff. I'll be honest with you, a lot of the stuff you can get. The only stuff you wouldn't be able to get is the cocking aid bayonets, because I don't think anyone else does them. You can get other quivers and 3D cabin stuff is really good. I would highly recommend getting a stock extender off of him. And his quivers are good. However, there's sometimes an issue with some of them, that they're very specific with the bolts they'll take, whereas because it's a hole. So what I did with my quivers is basically two bits of kydex that basically press down on the bolts, so they're clamping them rather than putting them in a hole, and then it means you can hold more bolts in basically. Where 3D cabin stuff is great, but some of it will just not, the bolts fall out. Spacey said this pole bird videoed a while ago. She was fit, but her parking was shit. Capex, how you doing? Said, can the Sobek fire any 6.5 broadheads or only Sobek specific bolts? Only Sobek specific bolts, yeah. They have a groove in the bolt to make them sit better and shoot better, but yeah, they won't hold other bolts. Peter, how you doing, mate? He said, respect, I got a nice walking stick and can use it. Nice. Yes. Walking sticks, I think, are highly underrated. People think they're like for old people, but they're not. And the major thing with a walking stick is technically you don't need a reason to carry it. You are allowed to carry a walking stick as a fashion accessory. However, there are, for people who like want to have a reason, if you know what I mean, in case they're ever stopped, there are illnesses that you can get that happen suddenly, like gout, or just being tired, or you hurt your foot and then it starts hurting if you walk far. So there are reasons to carry a walking stick that you don't necessarily have to have when you're stopped with it. Yeah, dizzy spells, exactly, for that's it. People, there's loads of things that you could have suddenly that you don't have when you have the stick, if you feel a need to say a reason. Milb said, thank you for taking the time to reply, mate. I appreciate it. I'll drop you a note. Definitely, mate. Yeah, thank you for coming on and having a chat. You're always welcome. You know, that's what these are about. Come on, have a chat, have a laugh, or or chat about stuff that, so it's all there, you know what I mean? But yeah. Peter said, nice one, Pete. Pete said, oh, by the way, I'm over the moon that Lynn Thompson is back in the live game. Yeah, that is good. I love a bit of Lynn Thompson. He's great. Pete said, makes me want to get a cold steel walking stick now. Yes. I've got a head over there that I need to put on a stick. That's actually to sell to someone. I'll probably do some sticks for sale soon. I just need to get around to doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna need some money soon, so you'll probably see a lot of stuff getting made for sale soon, to keep an eye out. Make sure you sub, and then I'll post it all and that. Richard, how you doing, mate? You right? Kung Fu Tuber said, hey, our walking stick is on my list too. Cold steel one, yes. Well, I can make ones like the... Have you seen the ones I make from hoe handles? They're similar... The cold steel experts out there who also know my stuff. Which walking stick is the one that's similar to my hoe handle ones? The walkabout, maybe? Cold steel walkabout. I can make, if you can't buy it, so I don't know what ones you can buy now, but I can make something like the cold steel walkabout. I'll look up on my thing. Don't forget to like the video, everyone, by the way, the stream. Cold steel walkabout walking stick. Get out. Not that one.
The cold steel walkabout stick is a durable polypropylene hiking tool.
It was a wooden one.
39 grams and has a weather-resistant wood grain texture.
Maybe it was the original one. I don't know. Was there an original wooden one? But yeah, I can make something like that from a beach hoe handle. About 3.5 foot tall, I think. So they're big. Fuck. Yeah, mango. I can make them from mango wood or beech, but the beech seems to be easier to get now. Yeah, the beech ones really good quality, but they seem to be, yeah, the mango wood stick, yes. But yeah, I can make big, heavy duty ones like that from hoe handles. Fucking hell, why do I suddenly can't remember anything? Oh, I'll tell you what I've got for sale if anyone wants them. Because someone said they'd buy these and then didn't bother. These two self-defense walking sticks are for sale. So it's got a lovely handle on it, a lanyard, and they're fully extendable. These ones come out more like a hiking stick, so you can hold them like that, but you're more likely to hold them like that. You know, and that could be for going upstairs to help you go upstairs or hills. So I do actually have two of those. One collapses a bit like smaller than the other one, so there's that one. So the head actually goes right down to there. This one you have a little bit exposed, but it doesn't really matter, it's still the same length. It's just this outer tube is shorter, which means it's not as long when it's extended. But yeah, you've got good handles on, proper decent handles, lanyard that'll never come off, and they're reinforced as well. So if anyone wants any of them, you'll have to email me. Yeah, some bloke actually wanted to buy one, said he'd buy it, and then I emailed him and never got back to me. Kung Fu tubers, they look more medical. Well, that's it. That's what I've tried to do with them. They do look a bit more medical, and that sort of, I think that could help in a way. The best one I've got looks pure fucking medical, and it's a proper beast. When I get round to it, I'll make some more like this. So that looks like just a proper standard NHS walking stick, don't it? But it is reinforced and weighted, and also the NHS ones won't collapse as small as this. You have to, if you want them to collapse as small as that, you have to make it like that by drilling extra holes. Because what I do, I make them from crutches, because crutches have more holes and are longer, so you can make them long but collapse down, still reinforced on the handle. Yeah, and it'll go out to full extent, so it's a full walking stick. But when this is like that, that's fucking solid as fuck. Yeah, because that's how you'd use it. You know, if you had to use it as not a walking stick, that's how you'd use it. You wouldn't use it open. You got a weak point there where it could break. But that, because you got two fucking tubes inside each other, you're not going to break them anyway, even if it weren't reinforced. But it's just nice having a little bit of extra weight in there. Sorry for the people who are watching vertically, it's hard to get. Yeah, but that's probably the best one I've done, I think, for like disguised, you know, looking like a what do you call it? NHS walking stick. Peter, still waiting for my air rifle. Why are these places always so fucking slow? Where did you buy it from, Peter? Do you know what my first thought, Peter, was? Fucking hell, not that one you ordered 2 years ago. I was still in my head thinking you haven't got that. Which is nicer to carry for the aesthetic? I don't know. Oh, what, out of both of these? I prefer that one because I think it just looks tidier. However, they both do the exact same job. You know what I mean? I just think that one looks a little tidier. But other than that, Roll said, you hear about the walking stick the Russians used to inject radioactive material into that blood? Yes, I have, yes. Like a crutch with a nice handle on. Yes. Grey handle looks less tactical. It does, doesn't it? It does. Milb said, mate, I also make walking sticks. It's a great pastime. I'll send you some pictures. You can swap for a bayonet for red. Yeah, I'm up for that. Well, we'll see how desperate I am for some money. The problem is, as I said, I'm getting a toothache, so I'm going to need as much money as I can soon. But yes, you know, let me know. But yeah, I do like making actual wooden sticks as well. And in the shed, I've got at least 3 or 4 blanks that have been drying for at least a couple of years now that I need to make soon. Peter said, looks ace, thank you. Peter said, nah, that was Pale Packs. I'm sure they're fine now. I got this one from Just Air Guns, similar to Just BB Guns. Probably owned by saying I probably. Hungry Tubes, I just meant they look better instead of the cold steel one, as they look more like normal. Oh yeah, no, I get you. Yeah. Peter said you need a tool these days, my bro. Yeah, totally. Capex said there's a heavy duty tactical torch on Amazon. That's worth carrying. I have got some heavy duty torches as well. Yeah, heavy duty torches are well worth carrying. I've got a couple of modded mag lights. I say modded, they're modded so that they don't have those shitty bulbs in. Yeah, because D-cell batteries and shitty old fucking bulbs. There's no point. I don't know why they don't do a full. I don't know why Maglite don't just do. Because I don't think they still do yet. I don't know why they don't just do a full upgrade. Keep the same size, but just make them have Cree-LED bulbs and fucking 18650 batteries, or bigger. You can get massive fucking batteries now that are such high capacity. You can make a Maglite into a fucking like 20,000 milliamp hour fucking power bank torch, but they don't. Fucking weird. Yeah. Okay, but I'm just trying to find a small and bright torch to mount on the Revo 7 to stun before firing. There are quite a few companies that do them. However, quite a lot of the torches for guns and that, depending on where you buy them, they're dear as fuck. Like, some of them are ridiculously powerful. Like the Olight ones, ridiculously expensive, sorry. The Olight ones, you know, they're very powerful, they'll strobe, they've got magnetic charging and all that, but it's a bit overkill. Fuck me, I've got the perfect one for you, okay, but it's a bit big actually, it might be a bit big for the Revo 7, however, I've actually got one of these for sale. Fucking forgot about me. Where are you, bastard? I can't bloody find it now. I'm pretty sure though, one of these would fit on the side of the Revo 7, and once I've done the review, I'll send 2 of them. I want to keep one of them, 100% definitely want to keep one of them. But the other one I'll sell. That's the XP22 Scorpion Gunlight. This is the one that ain't in the box though. Pretty sure that would fit on a Revo 7, and I don't think it would be massively expensive. It's got a strobe on it, so you click it once, really powerful light, double click it, strobe. I'll turn the light off and I'll show you how powerful it is, because I've got it. I can't. Oh, hang on, I'll just take it off the gun itself. So much shit over here. I've been filming the Spyroverse stuff, so I've got shit all over the place. Right, I'll show you how powerful it is. I'm going to be very careful here. There it is on the end of my paintball gun there. Hang on. I won't strobe it, Pete. Fuck's sake. I forgot it's out of charge. Fuck's sake. Can't fucking win, can I? Anyway, I'll show you the actual light. I need to take it off the gun, otherwise I'll get in fucking shit. Raoul, thank you for the 1,000 joules. I do appreciate that, mate. I truly do. Typical that the fucking thing's run out of battery. Just what I wanted to show you. But yeah, there it is. I'm pretty sure that'd fit on the side of the Revo 7. You press that there to turn it on, double tap it to strobe it. Very powerful. Let me get the hang on. Got magnetic charger. Right. Difficult though, fucking run out of battery. Let me see if I can charge it quickly and then I'll show you. Got to be so careful. It would go on the top, it would go on the side as well, yeah. Yeah. Hang on. Email me, Capex, if you. I'll. Oh, you can even wait for the review, but if so, put it this way, right? If you want to buy that one off me, it'll be brand new. Guess what's empty as well? My fucking power bank. You have to stay on now until I charge you. Right, that's charging. Yes, thank you, Peter. Yes, do hit the like button. Thank you. Right, where are we? That's charging. But yeah, so if you want it, yeah, a brand new sort of half price. Yeah, exactly. So it's a brand new, very good price. Exactly. They are brand new, and I'll sell you them for half price. So you get something brand new for half price, and I get some money out of it. Hello, Saint, by the way. How you doing, mate? Nice toy space. It does look like something like that, don't it? We'll have to change the channel name to Weapons Dude. Don't say that, Rich. What am I scavenging for? I would like to have gun one, but like Mike said, they charge more because it's on around. They are very expensive, the O-Light ones. They're like... I got sent a couple of O-Light lights. They're very small, but they're like fucking... So basically, I think one of them was 230 quid. I ain't spending 230 quid on a gun light. That's cost me more than the fucking gun I'm putting it on, or the crossbow. Yeah. Mike's dirty tactics to keep us all watching. Yes. Compact light like that would be perfect. Oh, Capex, I could sort you it out. I've done part of the review. I'll do the review next week. Keep an eye out for the review. And then if you want it, half price, see how much it costs. You know, and we can sort it out. But yeah, they sent me two. Saint said you should see the prices of EOTechs. Yeah, never heard of them, but I imagine if they're anything like fucking O. See, don't get me wrong, the O-Light stuff's excellent, but holy fuck, I'm trying to see if I've got any O-Light ones like available. I think they're. Oh, hang on, it might be on my Vlad. No, that's not. Brynite XP22 Scorpion. Sorry, mate, you're on the vertical, aren't you? Brynite XP22 Scorpion. Might not even cost a lot. I don't know. You know, I think they're like probably 80 quid or something. Brynite XP22 Scorpion. It's come out as Brian Knight. Fuck off. Yeah, Brian Knight's good. I've never had any complaints about Brian Knights personally. But yeah, they're about 8 quid. They're about 80 quid, so I'd do you it for 40 if you was up for that. You know what I mean? I'll have to check the price though, but that was what I just got there, $103 or something, which would be about 80 quid. Anyway, I've got some O-lights. I've got an O-light over there that I'll sell if anyone wants a fucking O-light. Not gun light, but just a torch. Richard said, I got a torch mounted on my bow where the stabiliser goes. It shines at a 2-foot area where I am and lights up my sight pins. Would be a great pheasant hunting bow. Yes. Well, that light that I was showing you a minute ago, I've put that on the paintball gun, the T4E TR50. I can't show you it. And I reckon at a certain distance, like reasonably close, but like 10 foot, you know, like the beam, like the, what do you call it, the hot spot of the beam, it's about that big. You could aim with that perfectly at a certain distance. Saint said, I think I've heard good things about Brynite. Brynite's always been good to me. They last a long time. Yeah. What have you been up to, Saint? Don't forget to like the video, everyone, by the way. Roll said, what about self-defense weapons specifically for... I can't read that. I can't read that. Don't make me try and read shit like that. Fuck's sake. Fucking hell, man. Don't get me in the shit. Oh, Christ. Plus shipping, exactly, Pete. You'd have to pay more. Yeah, but appreciate it. I'll wait for the review and use your link if you have one. Well, buy one off of me. Buy one off of me, and then I'll get the money for it. You know what I mean? Yeah. But thank you, Capex, if you're up for it. Well, I'll probably do a video soon saying, you know, do you want to buy this, do you want to buy that, you know. Because as I say, I need to get a tooth done, and it's... I just need fucking money now, so... Peter said, the gun looks good, but I got a replica Glock, and I got it confiscated by a local police. That's a shame. How did that happen, Peter? Richard said, less than lethal launcher. I refuse, Richard, I refuse to say those words. I've said it now. Please said, lol. Saint said, how much did that paintball get cost you? I feel like they'd be quite fun. 150 altogether, and they are pretty good fun. They are. They are. Yeah, 150 quid. I might get some more magazines for it eventually, so you can load them up. The paintballs are reasonably expensive, I think, unless you're buying them in bulk. Yeah, no, they're not that cheap. Saying, yeah, 150. You might be able to get it for less than that. You might be able to get it for 130. But yeah, because I've been been a bit skint, so I've been buying cheaper quantities of the paintballs. Don't do that. It's a rip-off. You're better off getting a lot, and I think it'd work out a lot cheaper. Don't tell our man Jackal going to the market tomorrow, so should be a laugh. Or maybe try and get something high carbon steel. Nice. I got the opportunity to go to a gun shop tomorrow, but I'm two maybe, but because Jim's looking into getting a new air rifle, and so Jay. But I was gonna go, and I thought, I probably won't bother because it's too much of. It's just teasing myself for shit I can't have. So I'll wait. Pete said I got raided because a neighbour. They found it. They were looking for a lock knife, and they didn't take. That's bizarre, isn't it, Peter? Very bizarre. I'm sorry to hear that they, you know, that happened. Takes the piss. Especially you haven't done anything. Rich said if they did a full-size double barrel, I'd considered getting one. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Yeah, yeah. Why don't they do that? Yeah, just one that looks. Imagine if they did one. 12. Fuck me, Rich. That'd be amazing. 12 foot-pound double barrel paintball gun that looked like a nice double barrel shotgun. That'd be fucking amazing. I'd buy that. Can you imagine if it actually looked like a fucking shotgun as well? You know, there's plenty of guns nowadays that do look like the real thing. Loads, in fact. You know, you get pellet guns, you get fucking air rifles now that look like fucking AR-15s and shit. So yeah, why don't they make a paintball gun that looks like a fucking Woodstock double barrel shotgun? That'd be fucking amazing. I'd buy that. Fool, I haven't looked anywhere yet, but it said, have you looked on Home Defense 24 yet? Some good accessories for the TR-50. like the large air tanks, body kits, new barrels and stuff. They use it over in Germany. I definitely will do that eventually. Problem is, all my money's gonna have to be saved up for fucking this tooth now. But yeah. Saint said, I don't even trust my neighbours with a hose pipe ban. Humanity's fault. No, I get you there, mate. I get you there. The HDS 68 Umix double barrel shotgun. Yes. Well, that's a bit. It's not, but it's a bit like a Spaz, isn't it? Although that looks cool. But I'm talking like an old traditional one. It look amazing. But yeah, you do get that full size 12 foot-pound. Is it a double barrel shotgun or is it single barrel? But yeah. Oh no, double barrel shotgun. But yeah. Yeah. Or is that the sawn off version? You call a Spaz. All of you. All 12 of you. Spaz 12. Spaz 12. All of you. Right, shall we see if that tortoise. Capex, if you're still there, let's see if this is charged enough to actually do that. Right, you ready? No. Alright. Nothing yet. The sawn off one, yeah. Yeah, the sawn off one. I've seen that, that's looked pretty cool. One of my gun lights isn't even a gun light, it's just a little torch. Which works pretty well, you can always get a mount and put a little torch on there. Yeah, it's completely dead. I was just checking the light. Yeah, red light charging. I ran it out while I was using the paintball gun, and then I was using the light to find the fucking paintballs that aren't paintballs, rubber balls. Ain't no fucking spaz, you cheeky spacker. Spacker is a good word as well. Fuck's sake. Look, there's 20 of you on there, 12 of you are spazzers, the rest are spackers, alright? He said, if you do get a Spaz 12 version, Mike, you better do the Halloween scene where Michael impaled the sheriff's daughter using an inflatable doll. You know what, Rich? I'd be well up for that. And did you know that the sheriff, that Richard knows, it was partly that scene of the sheriff shooting Michael Myers with Spaz 12 that made me, I fucking love Spaz 12s. I think they still look great to this day. The actor who played that sheriff died recently. Died like about a month ago. It come up on my Instagram. Yeah. Oh. Shot yourself with a paintball yet? No. Gunter von Hagens died a couple of days ago. If you don't know who Gunter von Hagens is, look him up. He was amazing. I really liked him. Yeah. So that was quite sad. He did quite well considering, because in 2008 he got Parkinson's. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's, and it was like proper bad, like proper bad. And then he had to have some implant put in his brain. And he was convinced he weren't going to live very long. I remember watching the documentary. He was doing a documentary. It was about something else. I think I remember in this documentary he was talking about maybe getting a corpse of an elephant and plastinating that. What he does, he injects plastic into flesh and then it becomes plastic, and then so you've got like real human bodies but they've been plastinated. He wanted to do that with an elephant, I think. Anyway, while he was doing that documentary, found out he had Parkinson's, really bad. He was convinced he weren't going to last many years after that. So living 18 years after that, yeah, he'd done pretty fucking well. Richard, yeah, that film is probably the reason the Spaz 12 deactivated prices are high, probably. Probably. If I get the Spaz 12 one, then we'll recreate that. Kung Fu Tuber said those paintballs do leave a bruise. I believe they do. I believe they do. Can of baked beans and 2 carry bags. Yep. Yep. That'll do the job, mate. That'll certainly do the job. That'll certainly do the job. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. And while I'm here, I'm going to just play a little 30-second advert for a product I make, because I forget about this. And people often want these, so don't forget that I do the legal carry cards for your knives. I've got to find the bit where the adverts are. There they are. So the link for these will be in the description, I think. It's just, if you go to my coffee shop, or if you put in !shop, you'll find these cards for sale and rulers. So these are cards you can carry with your legal carry knives, and you can either buy the card with the ruler or without the ruler. What you have here is the laws on legal carry knives from the police website and the YouGov website. They have the link at the bottom, so if you had to show this to some kind of authority or police, they can even go to the sites to read their own information. So there you go, that is the card and the ruler. Look in the description of the video for the link. You can buy the card on its own or the card and the ruler. There you go. They're not expensive. Carry that. The new cards are completely plastic as well. Carry those. You can either buy 2 cards or 2 cards and a ruler. Yeah. Pete said I've always got my cards with me. So have I. So have I. In fact, I have one in my phone. I've one in my phone. One in my wallet. And one in my fucking coat pocket. Paul said, don't shoot yourself. Let some other idiot do it. Plenty of test videos. People doing that. Use the head in the corner. Do you know what? I would not shoot myself with one fall. Don't worry about that. I don't need to know how painful it is. No one will be shooting me with it. And if if they did, well, I'll find out at the time. But yeah, I will not be shooting myself. So I wish the app prices were good again. Imagine buying an Uzi for 80 quid. Yeah, I might bought my Uzi for 150. So yes, !shop. And then go to my shop and you'll find these cards and other products that I sell. Someone put in the word !shop for me. And he said sock. I'll be getting one of those. It's on my long list of items to get. You're alright, they won't sell out at least. Raoul said, I think one including machete and sword laws would be good for people at home if they get ready. Oh, you know what? I have got that planned as a flyer because... Yes, I need to design the flyer for that role because you are allowed to own that stuff in your house. Swords, you are, depending on the sword, you're allowed to own them, and you are allowed. There is a police leaflet that specifically says about like reasonable force and what you can do in your home essentially. Emma said you're all better like the stream, peasants. Yes. And thank you for the shop link as well. Sand gloves in the winter, yeah. Thanks, and I only have a WC business card in my wallet because you never know. Oh well, exactly, mate, exactly. You never know. You never know. Is it an old one or is it a new one? Has it got the phone number on it? By the way, that phone number you can't actually, you can't ring it. You can text it, and then later on when I turn it on, I get text. And every now and then I turn it on, it hasn't been turned on for ages, and I get a text come through from someone. People wearing padding at paintball. No, well, exactly. Well, I've never been paintballing, but someone in my family wanted to do paintballing for a birthday party. I didn't bother going. When everyone came back, they was fucking fucked. Big old bruises all over them, and swearing they'd never go ever again. Sat there in a cloud, I didn't go now. Because I got knocked for a Timu samurai made of wood. I had a family member nicked. He got nicked for a Timu Samurai sword medal. I had a family member who the police pressured him into giving up a load of legal swords, and I'd made them legal. So they brought them to me. Said, "Do you know if these are legal?" I said, "Well, I'll make sure they're definitely legal for you." And I did. Followed every fucking restriction. They were blunt. They didn't have tips. And they fucking still took them off them and pressured them into it, saying, if you don't hand these swords over, we're going to put the social services onto you about your son. Fucking bastards. Old one, you were just talking about your tats. Ah, yeah, fair enough, yes. Yes. No, you were just giving me your tats. When did I read talking? When I buy something next, make sure to send us the funerals. I've only got the new ones now. Yeah, I've only got the new ones now. But they've got a phone. It's a little teaser phone number. Makes people think, oh, I got Mike's phone number. You haven't really. You haven't really. But it is a phone number that you can contact me only purely via a text, which I cannot reply to, which is even better. If you've ever seen Tim and Eric Awesome Show, there's a thing called the Cinco phone, which can only make calls. It can't receive calls. Well, this is like that. I've got a text number that can only receive texts, and I can't call out on it or reply, which is good for me because I get the text and I don't have to reply. I should use that as my number all the time, shouldn't I? Hungry Juba said, have to have a few in due to the law changes. They weren't really worth modifying and ruining. The place to something better, though, of course. Well, exactly. He even said, so they got you on the offensive weapons for a stick instead of a sword player. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad. Sounds like it. Yeah. My aunt had an issue with the... Quite a bizarre story. Well, it weren't that bizarre. They'd had a builder around or something to check something, you know. They live in a council house. Someone had been around to check, you know, something. I can't remember what it was. Saw some swords in her teenage grandson's bedroom, which were fucking toys, right? They were like Naruto fucking swords. Most of them were made of plastic, and the metal ones were completely blunt, blunter than a butter knife, right? All completely legal, all of them. He told the police that there were swords in this teenage kid's bedroom. So the police went round there and started hassling them, and then that's when anime swords. That's when my aunt brought them up to me and said, you know, Mike, can you are these legal? And I said, they are. However, do you know what I'll do? I'll make it so they can't fucking say anything at all. And they still fucking pressured them into giving them up. I cut them down to less than 50 centimetres. I took the fucking tip off, made it round. Even some of the plastic ones, I made them like under fucking 50 centimetres. And they come round and they said, if you don't give them up, we're going to call social services. So, you know, she had no choice at that point because, you know, most people who have ever had to have social services involved with children know it can be an absolute fucking nightmare thing. You don't want it happening. So yeah. But yeah, shows what they'll do, pressure you into it, and they were toys, and no more dangerous than having a metal ruler. In fact, they was less dangerous than a metal ruler because they didn't even have a fucking corner on them. Raoul said, what do you think about the probability of civil war in the UK? Civil war expert, the MOD, Professor David Betts, is doing the rounds, telling everyone it's almost certainly going to happen soon. I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's just, I don't really know, and that's honest. I don't know. It could happen. All I know is there are a lot of people who think it is likely to happen. That's all I know. Yeah. What a prick for calling the police. Oh no, he was a fucking bloke who was supposed to be checking like the fucking radiators or something. You know what I mean? They're supposed to be checking the radiators or something. What a bastard. Yeah, I won't say anything. Don't get involved in politics now, right? So it just sounds like a pure threat. Not even advice or safety for the child. No, exactly. And this, you know, this kid was a teenager at the time. Yeah, so demented, so demented. I don't know, fuck it. But yeah, it takes the piss. Cheer the poor kid up and buy him a petrol chainsaw. What can police do? It's just a shopping wood. Fucking hell, good idea. Yes. Hello, John. How you doing, mate? You alright? So yeah, there will be a video soon with a lot of stuff for sale. So make sure you save your money up and get yourself a fucking bargain, because there'll be some very expensive flashlights on there that will be being sold for a lot less than it would cost you to buy them brand new. You know, they are brand new. But you know, there'll be walking sticks, probably some knives. Yeah. I think, yes, well, that's reasonable, exactly. Shame, but you know, yes. Don says, fucking great day, bro. Good, good. Yeah, might sell some knives. Got a warhammer I could sell if anyone wants one of them. What else? Yeah. Maybe I'll do some, he's a cab, exactly. He's a cab. Just call. Hold my hand out and say, call a cab. Yeah, or maybe I'll make some leather goods. Dante, I had a nice win at Goodwood. Do you know what, John? Good for you, mate. Fucking congratulations. But don't forget to spread it about. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, John. I'm having you on, mate. I'm just taking a piss. It was worth trying this. Worth trying. Might have been such a big win. You might be, yeah. Share the joy, exactly. There you go, share the joy. Peter, take care. Peter, nice having you on, mate. Hopefully see you tomorrow night and see you in the comments. I'll do some... I've got 2 more videos for the road trip. Then I'll get back to video, like weapon stuff. I'll shoot that paintball gun. I'll do the upgraded Sobek, stuff like that. Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow. Probably nothing. I might film some more of this Spyro stuff. The green screen's out still. I've got all the shit still out. Yeah. Thank you, Peter. Take care, mate. He said, respect, boy. God bless you, mate. God bless you too, mate. Cheers for coming on. Kung Fu said, I'll check out the rest of the site for something else to add to my list. Can never have enough toys. No, exactly. Saint said, I've been scouring for some belt sanders. I need one along with a jig for beveling. Such an art doing that stuff by hand. You can't cut corners doing that way. No. Weird screen gone spaz, has it? Is the spaz is there? Any bloody excuse for John to claim he didn't see that fucking video I just put on. I'll do it again when he comes back. What was I saying? Yeah, well, do you know what, Saint? And I find an L section piece of aluminium with a little bit of wood at the back to tilt it forward. Does the fucking job. That does the job. I technically made a knife the other day, but it's not a real knife, really. It's fucking nights like this where I wish I put shit away. It's ever so slightly bigger than the real thing, maybe a couple of millimeters each way. John said, I'll pop a few tips up. Thank you, John. It's very generous of you if you do that, and I do appreciate it. I feel like a dick for saying that now, but thank you, mate. Yeah, so I made myself a mock MOD knife. So it's just mild steel, but it's so that I can make sheaths and make sure I've got the right size knife. So it's the same thickness. And it's about a millimetre round, slightly bigger. It's not sharp. But yeah, they're made from mild steel. But those bevels are made with the thing that I was talking about. Pretty even, look. That's the job, saying you don't need a fucking proper jig. Fuck that. Paul said, I don't think I've ever seen someone shoot a gun on YouTube. It would make a strange target. I never thought about that, but yes. Well, looking forward to my lunch. What you got for your lunch, John? Blinder delivery. That looks amazing. Shame it's master. Yeah, it's just a little. It's a knock-up copy of the MOD knives, just so I know that when I make the sheaves it'll fit them. But that would have made quite a nice knife, actually, wouldn't it? I accidentally glued both scales on before I drilled the holes. That's why I haven't drilled any. And the glue held so well I couldn't even hammer those fucking scales off. I needed to get one side off. I couldn't get it off. So fuck it. If they're on that solidly, don't bother taking them off. Then I won't even bother putting any pins in. Yeah, but it will enable me to make the sheaves definitely fit. Because the problem is, do you know how much the MOD knives are now to buy? Cheapest one I could find was 120 fucking quid. I ain't spending 120 fucking quid on a fucking knife. Oh yeah, lovely, John. Sweet sour chicken, yeah. Ah, make a decent training knife. Yes, I didn't think about that. Yes. Saint said, I can get one for about 60 quid. Just not sure if it's worth the money or if I should make one. I can't find them anywhere. I couldn't find a 60 quid one or an 80 quid one. The only one I could find, literally a proper genuine MOD knife, I couldn't find anywhere, not on websites anyway, for less than 120 quid, so I gave up. John, your dinner sounds lovely. Arthur, how you doing, mate? You're a bit late, but good to see you on. Don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Come say hello. Yeah, MOD knives, I could not find them online for less than 120 fucking quid. Took a fucking piss. Or 110, but obviously you're going to be probably paying 5 quid postage. So that's 115. 100. Okay. Maybe, I don't know then, but I'm sure maybe it was 100 quid, but yeah. Peach, not Peach. Oh yeah, there you go, yeah. That's the one. I don't know what's going on there. So, that's weird. I found that straight away, and every one I just found were cheaper than what I said. That's bizarre. I wonder what's going on then when I was searching. Because the last, I'll be honest with you, 68 quid I might have bought it. That's the one that Metallic bought. That's from that weird company that everything they sell is tools apart from the 2 knives they sell. I know they got this weird. They got more now, but yeah, they used to have like 2 knives on there, and that was it, and the rest was all just tools. Yeah, that's the one that Metallic bought. Still, I'm glad I made one. Yeah. Okay, that's bollocks then. There you can get them for... Yeah, that's the one that Metallic bought. The 68 quid one from the old tool shop. Or whatever it's called. What MOD knife are you on about? I can try to find one for you. That's alright, after I've got that one now. So I made myself a copy of a MOD knife so that I didn't have to spend 68 quid on one. John said, did you find the cove? Don't know. Is Metallic on in the back? No, she's not on tonight. She is watching films with her mate tonight. So would you mind asking her how good hers? Well, I've used hers. I only gave her it back about a week and a half ago. It's proper decent knife. It's proper decent. It is solid as fuck. Yeah. I modded the handle for her. Yeah, no, it's really good. Arthur, have you been watching anything decent? No, I haven't. I've started playing Red Dead Redemption 2 again. I haven't watched anything recently, I don't think. I probably had her MOD knife longer than she did. Yes, it's good. It's as good as, it's as good as any MOD knife you can get, and it's a proper one. I spent that on a Magna Cut strong arm, but I don't get many knives, so you've got to be worth the money if it's going to spend that much. Well, exactly. Pete said if I ever got one, I'd go around the handle with black silicone or black epoxy to smooth the scale gap. And get one of your sheaths, because the one that comes with it, the sheath that comes with it is shite. So that's just a very, very, very basic leather sheath for it. I can do a lot more complicated than that. That's just that's like the most basic one I do, and it's a nice leather sheath. But you can do I can do fancy ones with, you can have different clasps and stuff like that. So if you've got an MOD knife and you want a nice sheath, there you go. That one's actually for sale. That is actually for sale if anyone wants it. I just don't put it on the shop yet. But yeah, that one that Metallic bought from that shop. That's weird, Saint, because when I looked last time, I couldn't even find that website. I knew it was something like Tool something, and I couldn't find it anywhere. That's bizarre. And then as soon as you mentioned it, I found it in like 2 fucking seconds. Maybe it's because I was looking on shopping or something. I don't know. Maybe I was looking in the wrong place. No, I've only been watching. The only thing I have been watching is Red Dwarf. I forget that the sheaths are shit, because the one that's always been here had my sheath. Is it more of a shovel than a fine-tuned blade? I can't imagine it's great at finely cutting meat or whittling. It's still got a decent edge on it. It has got a decent edge on it. And I'm pretty sure I have cut something like meat with it. I've got a memory of using this really thick blade to cut some kind of meat, but I can't remember when that would have been. Maybe it was when we was camping once. I'm fucking sure I've used that knife for cutting meat though. If anyone's seen the new Big Bang Theory spin-off, Stuart fails to save the universe. I have not seen that one yet. Nick, how you doing, mate? You right? Arthur said I've been watching a series called Fargo. Do you know what, Arthur? I have. What series is on Fargo you were into yet? Series 1 of Fargo, fucking amazing. One of my favourite characters ever in anything is Malvo. Lorne Malvo. Fucking amazing character. Yes. I think I've watched series 1, 2 and 3. I think there's like 5 or 6. And I might have seen 4 series actually. I've seen definitely 3, maybe 4. I haven't started it yet, but I've been meaning to. You'll like it. Yeah, Fargo's really good. There's a film as well. No offense, but the Big Bang Show is fucking shit. American slop. Oh, Christ. Fargo's good. Fargo's very good. That's not American slop. You know what, Pete? I didn't think I'd hear those words from you. Do make me laugh. Yeah, I think the last series I watched was, I think the one with Ewan McGregor in it. Ewan McGregor in it, where he plays two different characters, I think. I don't know if they're twins or not. But I like Fargo. Fargo's decent. Fargo's proper good. Yeah. And there's connections between them as well. So later on you might, like, it might be set 10 years different to the last series, but one of the characters might be in it like 10 years older or something, or 20 years older, or as a kid or something. You know what I mean? As I said, it's nothing like The Big Bang Theory. I've said the only other film I know where the actor plays two at once is Legend. Yeah. Ewan McGregor, he plays two characters. I'm sure he does in Fargo, like series 4, I think. Might be series 3, I don't know. But series 1, fucking great. Absolutely great. And the film's good. Film's good. So I'm just checking the comments. Don't forget to like the video, everyone. Is the film a prequel or a sequel? I think it's a prequel, but it doesn't matter. Watch the film, it's really good. The series is similar but slightly different. The series is, it's just, I'm pretty sure 2 of the series will be set before the film, and like 2 of the series are set afterwards. So yeah. But they're not they're not connected, other than they're in the same place. Well, they are. This is the thing. They are connected, but they're sort of not. If you don't ever watch the film, Arthur, it don't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not going to affect you watching the series. You can watch the series without ever watching the film. They're connected, as in they're set in the same place, but different times, and sometimes. Like someone, the law. Well, it does and doesn't intertwine. The law doesn't matter, if that makes sense. But you might hear them mention like something that happened in the film. You know what I mean? Or one of the characters that happened in the film. But each series is almost its own thing. So series 2 will be set at a completely different time as series 1. Still in Fargo, but completely different time and different characters, but they're all sort of mystery, crime, thriller, of a bit of sort of comedy. There is humorous elements to them. I think, right, got it. But the series and film don't connect. Not really. They don't follow each other. Yeah, they are connected, but they don't follow each other. Yeah, they're fucking great. Arthur, they're really good. As I said. The film's really good. I've got the film on DVD. The series I've seen series 1, 2 and 3 definitely. Might have seen series 4. And I think they're on HBO Max, aren't they? Which, before I get rid of that, I'm gonna watch them soon. Yeah, it is good. It is really good. Been watching the TV show Life on Mars again. That's a good show. You know, I've never got round to watching that. But I know that is supposed to be really good. Life on Mars. What is it? Life on Mars, and there's the other one, isn't there? I can't remember what it's called. But there's like there's another one, isn't there? Which is possibly another name of David Bowie's song or album, isn't it? Yeah, I ain't really been watching anything. I've got. It's been weird lately. I was doing the road trip. Before the road trip, I had a hell of a lot to do. Now I'm back. I'm trying to get some of the shit done that I've been wanting to do, like fix those 2 air rifles. I'm so fucking glad they're fixed, because I was gutted. Those look like my 2 proper decent air rifles that I would use for hunting. So, ashes to ashes, yes. Thank you, Spacey. I knew there was another one that was David Bowie related. Yeah, funk to funky. We know Major Tom's a junkie, yes. Hello, oh, technical. I don't know what your brother's name is. Let me think. Alright, Malk. Hello, how you doing, mate? You alright? I ain't lost that much weight. We all know Spacey's a junkie, that's right. A junkie for a fucking bargain, mate. That's what you are. CW outdoor. I was, yes, there you go. I couldn't think. I was thinking, I couldn't get nothing. Arthur said, season 4 set in the 50s, 2 set in 1979, film set in 1987, series 1 set in 2006, 3 set in 2010, 5 in 2019. There you go. So they are, yeah, but they're all set in the same place, just different times. So you will hear characters, or you might see one who's an old man in one, and he's like young in one. You know what I mean? Yeah, well worth watching. On the topic of air rifles, could I send you some pictures of mine? I want to clean it up a bit and make it look all pretty, but no idea what to get for it. Yeah, go on, Arthur. You got my email, ain't you? Do you know what my email is? If you don't, put in the word exclamation mark email and it'll come up. What have you been up to, Tactical? You've been out tonight? After no, read that. Spacey said these marquee sides might be good for your fence blind. Ah, yes. I still haven't done that either. Yeah, marquee sides. Yes. Yeah, I ain't got round to doing it. But I'm gonna have to soon. If no one buys any like fucking trees or anything, I'm gonna have to do it. We've also been watching an anime called Konosuba. Okay. Never heard of that one. Never heard of it. After cheers, Mike. Yeah, gotta go now, but I'll send some pictures of it. I'll just copy and paste it. Yeah, nice one, mate. But someone put in the word exclamation mark email so you can see the email. Spacey said, I got... What's that going on? I got a 20-foot marquee for free. I only wanted the poles and fit. Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Yes. Well, if you don't want them, Spacey, and you get rid of them, let me know. And we'll do a little swap or something, if that's what you meant. So, well, that was nice. I'm glad your dinner was nice, John. Dad said, yeah, mate, I came home, I've knackered my tendons in my hands. It's as bad as my foot was. Fuck it, how you done that? Fucking hell. So I kept wondering, well, that's what I'd done to my hands, Tactical, but it turns out it's probably arthritis. Well, yeah, I have got arthritis, but yeah. Speaking of films, have you seen the new Scary Movie? I watched some of it the other day, thought it was shite. Nick, where can you watch that, apart from the sites that you know? Is that on any... I'll watch that tonight if that's on any fucking websites that I can get it on. New Scary Movie film, where to watch?
You can watch the new Scary Movie, also known as Scary Movie 6, at select few cinemas. Alternatively, rent or buy it digitally on Sky Store or Prime Video.
Unless you send me a link, Nick, and I'll give it a go. I have not seen it, no. I like the Scary Movies, but to be honest, they ain't really been very good since the first two, have they? You know what I mean? John said, best one I have done. Pepe, how you doing, mate? He said, been a while, hope you're all doing good. I'm not too bad, mate. I'm not too bad. So he said, for my yard project. Ah, fair enough, mate, fair enough. But yeah. Best bargain is free, exactly. Going to post the full recipe. Go ahead. Email me the recipe. We don't need food talk on here tonight. So it said, just accidentally went on the vertical stream. Proper window lickers over there. Horizontal is the best. Yeah, it is. Fuck not being able to see what I'm doing with my hands. If you're watching this stream and you can't see what I'm doing with my hands, you know, you need to sort your fucking lives out. Wasn't everyone who could see my hands, wasn't that the most amazing thing you've ever seen someone do with their hands? They had no idea, mate. It's more painful when I broke it than just a klutz. Yeah, sounds fucking horrible, mate. No more masturbating for you for maybe a day. Where there's a will, there's a way, or where there's a willy, there's a way. I don't think it's on anywhere. I watched it on the popcorn time. I know you'd watched it somewhere like that. If it Fool is covered in bruises, I think I may have beaten him up in my sleep, for fuck's sake. Nick said, I thought the first three were good, but after that, there wasn't any Wayne Brothers making them anymore. So they were bank. Well, exactly. And maybe the third one, I had a feeling, I was thinking the third one maybe was alright. But yeah, I still own them all. I don't think I've got number 5 though. I've definitely got 4 of them. I don't think I've got the 5th one though. Why the fuck am I DVDs on such a bad? I got Scary Movie 1 and 2, and then like halfway down the shelf Scary Movie 3, and then on another fucking shelf the other side Scary Movie 4. That needs sorting out. Good job I'm not a fucking autist, because I'd be up there now fucking sorting him out. The reason the first 2 are the best is because they changed directors. Oh, exactly, there's no more Wayans Brothers, was it? The Wayans Brothers weren't writing them and directing them, were they? Pepe. So basically, I was looking on sites for 20 foot by 10 foot marquees. Looked like mine, build-wise, Alex was 800 quid. Fucking hell, yeah. Great deal there, then. Country Tuber said, got a bit of radial tunnel myself, so I'm a new member of the club too. Yeah, I had to get some fucking, I've had carpal tunnel. I don't know if it's the same as radial tunnel, but probably similar. That's a bastard carpal tunnel. Magic hands, Michael's amazing. Get some of this shit. Oh Christ. I'm gonna have to put it on my side now. Get some of that. If ever there was someone advertising this, I'll fucking advertise it. Get some of that. Even said it was, I don't think anyone else could do such a thing with such vigour. Can't even what I was saying now. Just on one of my helmets on eBay for 5 quid. I wonder what I can buy with my riches. Oh, don't know. But just like I said to John, you share that money, Joy. Come on. Don't you be talking about how much money you got, not passing some on to me. Okay, John, thank you for the recipe. Looks amazing. Radial's the other side. Oh, okay. I think Auntie Dryfire had fallen asleep on it, the cow. Oh, Christ. Oh, the vertical stream. Vertical stream. I don't think anyone else could do such a thing with such vigour. No, exactly. So basically, that pump review was good, especially good for the pocket. Oh no, it's fucking decent, isn't it? It's decent. And I've promised it to Metallic, so I'm not even gonna. I'll still get to use it though, because every time I go camping from there anyway. So, yes. Talking of Metallic, I think I got a message off of that. Yeah. Hang on. The Substance, where to watch. I was just going to see if I had it anywhere where she could watch it. Yeah, Spacey. Good, really good pump, innit? And decent light, and it's like 36. If you get in early, it's like $36 or something. which is fuck all, isn't it? Blow up pretty much anything. Inflate anything, I should say. I may put some. I may be doing a timeout soon, Saint. I can't remember anymore. I can't remember. Look at the bottom of the stream. It might have one there. If you look at the description of the stream, it might be at the bottom. Bearwire, how you doing, mate? It's alright. I might have to time someone out in a bit. No more food talk. It's too late for that. Yeah, sorry, I'm looking up something for metallics. You wanted to know if you could watch the substance anywhere for free, but I don't think you can. Not anything I've got. Don't think that thing's on Prime. Yeah, worked really well. So if you don't know what I'm on about, I got sent a little Outzac, like what's called a beam pump. It's a little pump about that big that pump up, you know, pretty much anything. Decent bit of power, rechargeable. Has a lamp on it. Got loads of different fucking connectors for things. Yeah, worked really well, didn't it, Spacey? I promised it to Metallics. It's hers now. She'll get more use out of it than me anyway. But I don't even think I'll use. I've got a blow up pillow. I don't even bother using it half the time. Yeah, worked really well, didn't it? Has anybody got any requests for videos? I will be doing a shooting competition soon with Cornish Bob. I did see your comments, Spacey. I just haven't had a chance to reply yet. I've been doing a lot of editing today. I will be doing a shooting competition with Cornish Bob. When I do that shooting competition with Cornish Bob, I'll do the one that I was supposed to do against Richard about a year and a half ago. I've got the new Sobek to test, as in the upgraded version. I've got the paintball gun to test. I'll probably do some air rifle shooting just to show them, because why not? Because they work now. And yeah. So basically, if need, use lots while camping. You get battery packs. Yeah, exactly. It was a keep thinking. You're saying bean pump. Self-defense and home defense in the Civil War situation. That is my favourite line from Left 4 Dead, Nick. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's quite a good. That's a good phrase. I like that. WC's YouTube Cribs Workshop Tour. Everyone can join in, a bit like the Force did Fire, just who has the best shed. Oh, my shed's a fucking shithole, but it's a good shed. Bean pump. I'll pump the bean. No. Yes, beam. BEAM. I could do action. That reminds me. I need to do some throwing of the torpedo throwing thing. Throwing, what would you call it? Throwing implement. Throwing spike. You need to do the torpedo throwing. I could do axe throwing, but well, I could do. Gives us more inspiration to do some spring cleaning. Well, the thing is, saying, do you know how long it takes me to clean that fucking shed? 2 days normally. 2 days. Throw torpedoes. For fuck's sake. John, you get that donation in. Someone's going to time you out soon. Not me. Push it in our DIAC 14. What? The push it in. Don't make me read shit. It makes no sense. I don't know. Should we see if that light works yet? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Do you reckon it'll work or do you reckon it won't? Fuck's sake, still not charged. I reckon why I got the book out earlier, I reckon I've double tapped it or something and fucking done like the lockout on it. I reckon I've done the lockout. You know, some of them have like a lockout on it. John, that's the point though. They push politics in our face 24/7. This is an escape from all that bullshit. Come here, get away from that shit. This is what you want to do. Come here to get away from it. However, the food thing is because I'm trying to lose weight, and if people talk about food too late, I end up eating, and you're actually contributing to my bad health there. On, off, strobe. In the non-locking mode. So how do you unlock the fucker? Lock function. Hold the switch for 5 seconds. There you go. Fucking hell. I've locked it out. Ready? I suspected I'd done that. TC, you're very drunk, are you? Nice one, mate. Yeah, Mike's our lifeline. Exactly. You're here to get away from the shit. Come here to get away from the shit. Right, where are we? Big box of tarp in the living room. Another box load thrown over sides of the bed. 3 bags. 4 to 5 foot poles. Christ. Tonight's mission, try and clear up a bit, yes. Even a metallic will beat you if you contribute to his ill health. Exactly. I've never had any issues with cholesterol, pre-diabetes, nothing like that. I eat too much. I'm fat. Every single time I've ever been tested, never had any cholesterol issues, no blood pressure issues, no, I'm not pre-diabetic, none of that. I just eat too much. On that note, any more food talk, people will be 100 definitely timed out now. Right. Pepe said, random question, it was from the Big Les show. If you were a postman, how would you feel if you were putting letters in a mailbox? There was poo in there. I know what the Big Les show is as well. Putting letters in a mailbox, there was poo in the letterbox. Has my fingers touched this shit? If it has, I'd be tempted to start chucking their fucking letters in the fucking bin for the whole rest of existence. That's if I didn't chuck a brick through their window and a brick in their face. I don't know. There you go. There's my reaction there. Saint said, "Oh, I forgot. I need to buy one of those workshop aprons off eBay. I've been meaning to do that for. Yeah, I made mine in the end." Yeah, I've got. So my mum bought me quite a nice. My mum bought me quite a nice. I can't remember the fucking word. My mum bought me quite a nice apron, but the problem is I don't like the way it connects. It takes too long to put it on. I prefer just a loop that you put over your head and then a belt. I don't need like double fucking strap systems that take you 5 minutes to put the fucker on. Now they're more comfortable that way, but they take so long to get on and off, it puts you off wearing them. So I made mine into just a loop and a belt at the back. But also, it's not as... I need to show that gun, did I? It's not as... This one my mum bought me is not as thick as the one that I made myself. Oh, when we were on the trip, no, sorry, John, we never did. We didn't ever get near that cove, so no, we weren't in the right area, mate. Sorry. TC, are you mixing your drinks? Josh, how you doing, mate? You alright? Oh, that's another video I'll be doing soon. I'm gonna get the not fucking hiccup, not Fortune 5 video done soon. Yeah, I'm not too bad, Josh. How are you, mate? How are you? Yeah, it's always it is worth having an apron. See, back in the old days, I never used to bother. I didn't used to wear eye protection, a mask, hearing protection, or an apron. I didn't used to wear any of that at all. I won't wear gloves. Not angle grinding, I won't wear gloves because I find that too dangerous, and I won't wear gloves drilling because again that's dangerous. There are certain situations where gloves are more dangerous because you just don't have the dexterity. I'm not, there's no fucking way I'm holding an angle grinder with gloves. Not a chance. That could easily come out your hand if that suddenly shot out the way. So me personally, I don't wear gloves when I'm angle grinding. Don't wear gloves when I'm drilling. But I do now wear a mask, visor, ear protection and an apron when I'm using like the belt sander or an angle grinder, because you push your luck for too long and you'll have a bit of a fuck up. And because I'm not very tall and my vice is very high, I'm angle grinding about this height. You know, I make sure that I put a flap on my apron that comes under my chin and out like that, and then my mask comes down to there. So once I've got my head down, my mask is like here. So I've got good protection of my sort of vitals at that height. So also I cannot I can't stop playing with my TR50 in about 7 years. Well, that's good. That's great. That's great. TC said, yeah, grape, grain and everything. I'm glad you had a nice time, TC. So he said, I see what you're on about with the strap system. Looks like you're climbing into a jet cockpit. Takes too long. The ones that like cross over for me, saying that it just takes too long to get in it. And because the thing is, it's okay if you put it on and leave it on. I don't. This is the thing. I only wear all that shit while I'm doing it. So as soon as I stop angle grinding, all of that stuff comes back off. I don't wear the apron the whole time because I don't need to. If I'm stood there sanding something, I don't need that apron on. So the apron for me is purely protection. If you're gonna put the apron on and just leave it on, then it don't matter. You could have those strap systems, but I don't. Because often it's too hot as well and quite restrictive. You know. Sometimes even the apron can be a little bit dangerous when you try to angle grind and your wire's caught underneath it and you can't quite, you know what I mean? Yeah. Josh said, yeah, it's best not to wear gloves while drilling as you can get caught. Yes, I've seen someone get caught and in the swarf or bit, yeah, and basically snap their finger in half like that. It was still connected, but it was broken like that, you know. So imagine a finger, can't show you, but you know, like that, but sideways. You've said, but you should never mix your drinks. Well, yes.
Bloody fool, you should never mix your drinks.
Always mix your drinks. Always mix your drinks. I like the apron purely because I always forget to change out of my nice clothes. I've ruined my Levi's that way. I often go into the shed and I've still got my nice trainers on, so I have to come back fucking in. I ain't worn my boots in the shed for a while, but yeah, I don't usually need to. John said, if anyone says you have a problem collecting stuff, tell them you to have a look at Jonathan Ross's toy collection. It's fucking mad. Okay, I will do. Fall said the trigger is worn down to the metal. It's worn in nicely though, with less force needed to on the lights. That's good. DC, has anyone seen the other live streams? Has anyone seen the other live streams? They're mental. What, the people watching on the other live streams? Am I is there comments I'm not seeing them? Is that what you mean? Or do you mean my live streams? I don't know what you mean, TC. Don't make me look on my own channel. Is there people on the other live stream that I can't see? This is a sober stream for me anyway, so it's reasonably normal. It's reasonably normal. Just depends. Oh, other people live streaming. Other people live streaming. Yeah, what other live streams are there? Mike's. There ain't no other live streams. I'm the only one who does live streams. Josh said, had a fight with a drill press at work. The clamps span round. Pretty much tore my nail off. Yeah. Yeah, you do have to be fucking careful with them. The ankle grinder's the one I always find you need to respect the most. Fucking pure concentration when you're using that bar. And I know some people like have no issues with angle grinders at all. I know Tetsubo says his angle grinder is an extension of his hand. I don't feel like that. I feel like the angle grinder is like I'm holding a fucking wild beast at fucking arm's length, and I'm fucking feeding this fucking like Tasmanian devil some fucking meat, and I've got to keep control of it, because if I don't, the bastard will bite me. That's how I feel when I'm using an angle grinder. So I have to have pure concentration at all times. You know what I mean? Yes. Or a fucking, you know, a rabid pit bull or something. I've got to hold it at arm's length so it can eat. Yes. Saints had never had one exploded. Neither have I. I've never had any issues with an angle grinder ever. But I am also very careful with angle grinders. Also, though, I know people who have had discs break while they were cutting them and had like nothing and hurt them at all. You know what I mean? I remember when they was cutting some fucking stuff in the garden, cutting bricks in the garden, and they fucking exploded like 4 or 5 fucking discs with no masks on or nothing, doing safety squints. Didn't hurt none of them. So you just get lucky, don't you? I don't care when I'm using flap discs. Cut off though, yeah, most definitely. Bought myself one of those Ponzi automatic spray air fresheners. It's shit. Tactical said, he who shall not be named is on the other one. Well, a clone. So. Josh said, yeah, I've nipped my hand twice. Got some good scars. Yeah, my dad cut his leg once with an angle grinder. Slipped and cut his leg. And I didn't see it, but my mum said he ought to go to hospital and have stitches, and he never did. He even said, we watched none of those lesser YouTube shit. Exactly, you're telling me, well, yeah, especially not their live streams, because or anything. Well, thank you, Eve, I do appreciate that. Yes, I'm feeling rather fucking let down by these fucking bastards who are watching other live streams. Lathes are the only thing I refuse to use. You've got to be mad to have one. So, yeah, proper metal lathe. So I've used metallics lathe. I did not like it at all. There wasn't a single... She fucking loves her lathe. I could not get on with it. I didn't like it. Felt really dangerous. But then that might have just been bad... Well, it is bad technique on my part. But, because I hadn't been, like... I think I need someone to show me. Someone to properly show me rather than a video, because most tools I can just pick up and use, but the fucking lathe, even with reading stuff and watching videos, I just couldn't get on with it. It kept wanting to rip the thing out my hand constantly. Papa said, did you ever hear about the Bear Grylls knife with the handle snapping off? Oh, I'm Bear Grylls and I sell shitty knives and eat takeout when I'm pretending to be alone in the world. while he's fucking straining out camel shit into his mouth. In a survival situation, remember this, if you're straining fucking camel shit into you, I'm pretty sure that'll kill you quicker than if you didn't do it. Because it's going to give you the shits, and then you're going to be more dehydrated than you were before you had it. How's that ever good advice, anyway? So it said, my engineer teacher told me at school that a lathe will grip a ring or your hair, and like that you're done. Yeah, especially the big ones will kill you. Yeah, they'll pull you through it and fucking you're dead, mate. Yeah. Yeah, the big like metal lathes. Kung Fu Tuber said, the viewers of other live streams don't know what they're missing. That's why we're here. Well, exactly, Kung Fu Tuber. The thing is, a lot of other live streams. I don't really watch anyone else's live stream. Well, I watch Liam's. He's a bit like me though. He'll talk to everyone. Nigel, how you doing, mate? He said, hi, bro. You sell weapons. Yeah, depends what you want. Depends what you want. Josh said they were Gerber knives. Don't think they're any good anyway, Pepe. Even make sure you say we as you go around, John. 3 weeks without food, you're alright. Well, exactly. Yeah, you know, ringing fucking cow shit in your gob, camel shit in your gob isn't going to help you at any point whatsoever. Yeah, don't drink your own piss. It poisons your real survival experts. Well, exactly. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure the SAS Survival Handbook, which was like the original one, you know, before they were popular, I'm sure that says don't drink your piss. Although some people have done it, but yeah, but I certainly wouldn't be eating anything rotten, or ringing fucking shit into my mouth for liquid. It's not even how disgusting it is. It's just, it's gonna fucking kill you quicker than not. So basically, I just blew a fly away. CO2 blast. The bastards was after my stash. Fuck's sake. Oh god. So anyway, what are you lot up to tomorrow? Have you got any plans? Billy Joe said, you don't know what it takes. What do you mean, Billy Joe? Takes to what? Survive? I know what. I'm fucking 46, mate. I know how to survive. Hello, Billy Joe. People used to peg sheets up in the morning. Collect water, yes. I can actually imagine you on Bear Grylls. The fuck are you doing out here? I'll be in my bed. Ah, Christ. Well, I've read the SAS Survival Handbook, mate. I know a bit. I've read quite a few survival books, actually. Yeah. It's all in here. It's all in here. Well, we'll not be ringing shit into my mouth. Right. Most of the survival things, what I gathered, if you want to be really, 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 really fucking basic, right? Depending on the situation which you're in, some are a lot more extreme than others. Your only real fucking important thing is water. Water, and then depending on if it's really fucking hot or really fucking cold, shelter. You can go without food for fucking ages. Ninja Man, how you doing, mate? You alright? Nice to see you. I've been seeing some of your I think it's Instagram stuff. How you been doing, mate? You alright? Spacey said, got quite heavy duty metal poles. Josh said, just make sure you're eating the right mushrooms, yes. So I said, this isn't the desert. Always something you can eat or drink if you look hard enough. At worst, there are plenty of undocumented people flooding in and going missing. Just saying. Tomorrow, I'll be finishing a paracord Balearic sling. Balearic spring. Fucking sling. I started today. How about yourself? I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I might be doing some videos dressed like this. No, I don't know. I might not. But I might be doing a video dressed like this. I'll show you in a second. I haven't got my other mask on underneath this, so this isn't the full. This isn't the full combo. But if I do some filming tomorrow, I should be partially dressed like that. Fuck me, this is not fucking pleasant. Pepe said, I suppose that's something we could talk about. Actually, survival skills. If the chat and Mike wants to, if people want to talk about it, we can. In a survival situation, you have to get naked and cuddle each other. Yes. WC on the top, soon or bottom. Nigel said, I'm from Papua New Guinea. I would pretty much want to work in partnership with you to sell and distribute your stuff here in my country. It's good money, less than 5 dealers. You know what, Nigel? If you would like to email me, we can sort that out, mate. Send me an email. If someone puts in the word !email, Nigel, my email will be in the comments. Ninja Man said, not too bad, bro. Oh, good. How's your dogs, mate? Saint said, what am I doing? Mother, how you doing, mate? What do you think of camping? Do you think it's a cunt? No, camping's alright. I like camping. However, certain situations, it can be really fucking hard work. Like, me and Matak weren't camping recently, but we were sleeping in a car during a road trip. It fucking spoilt it. The heat spoilt it. It was such hard work. Even nothing wrong with foreign foods. How is your TR-50 doing? I've got one to... Do you know what, Ninja Man? I haven't shot it much yet. Been a bit busy, and I've been struggling to afford the ammo for it. However, I've got some now. I've got some of those I haven't shot any yet, but I've got some of the chalk ones. So I've got some of the chalk ones to shoot, and I've got some rubber ones to shoot. What I'll do, actually, Ninja Man, what I'll do when I get round to it, I'll do a video on making a backstop that can catch the rubber ammo, and then because it can be reused then. Just said that's sexy, that Mike. Thank you. Yeah, that's OnlyFans content. Sounds a bit like the old Nigerian princey. Well, it does. You're becoming a thief lord. Oh god. Housing is interesting for paintballs. That's all I said. Yeah, I know. I saw some of the shit on there. It's basically the chalk ones for fly killing. Yeah, maybe. Get yourself a pack of paintballs. I will do. Just shoot your zombie target, friend. Yeah, a zombie. Yes. That's really painful wearing that mask. Normally I wear like a black thing underneath it so you can't see my mouth. But that there, cutting into my nose just there. I don't normally put these on unless I've got like a balaclava underneath, so it's all black. It looks better then. But yes. That's Desmond. It was. Fall said we get 500 chalk powder balls at a time. They don't go off like the paint ones over time. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I need to why don't I make a leather mask for the Spyverse? Why don't you watch the Spyverse fucking Saint, and then you might fucking know. I don't know if I've actually ever worn this. No, I have. I'm sure I have. You better watch the fucking Spyverse and you fucking know that I've got a leather mask. This one's made out of crinkle cut foreskins, nipples, anuses, vaginas, the lot. There you go. Sewn from CCCs. There, I've got it on. I've got the crinkle cut cock foreskin mask on right now, Spacey. Not Spacey, sorry, Saint. Desmond, that was a TV barber. It was. But now they're demons. You're off, Tactical. Good night, mate. Guys, do you have any recommendations for YouTube who just love Cold Steel? Raoul said there is a bug assault with CO2 canisters called the Shredder. I've seen that, yeah. Ninja Man said, yeah, it will be good to see how to make a backstop for rubber balls. I like that. Yeah, what I'll do, Ninja Man, I'll sort out a backstop that's easy to make. That's easy to make. That can catch the balls so you can reuse them. Saint said you do in private. Probably not, mate. I won't drink tomorrow. If I drink nowadays, I'll have a drink, then I'll have a week off, then I'll have a drink. So, no, not tomorrow. Well, maybe if I'm in like the mood, maybe I will, but it won't be drinking. Mark, how you doing, mate? You alright? He said just logged in, and this is like a fucking weird fetish mask wearing horror thing. Yeah. The best thing is the mouth. The mouth is made from a crinkle cut foreskin. That's crinkle cut foreskin. The mouth hole is. There's a vagina there. There were some nipples on it somewhere. All different skins. All of the races are catered for. So some old curtains would do just to catch the ball. Well, exactly, yeah. You just want a box of some, it's a simple thing to do. But it's nice having it contained in something. It's just easier then. You don't have to fuck about, Something that will catch it. It'll drop into it and then just take them out. Yeah, it'll be simple and easy. But yeah, when I do that, which will be soon, because I want to be able to get the balls back to reuse them, the rubber ones. Yeah, that's saying, mate, I've got myself a leather mask. It's not the best I've ever made. I could make something better, but yeah. This one's made out of nipples, vaginas, foreskins. Pretty sure this has been in one episode. I'm pretty sure it has been in one episode. It was in Spiromare. This was featured in Spiromare. I've got a severed nipple somewhere if you want to see one. This is why you should watch the fucking Spirophiles. I've got a severed nipple there. I hope the fucking algorithm doesn't think this shit's real. I've got a severed nipple there. Got a crinkle cut anus there. That's an actual crinkle cut sphincter. I better stop while I'm ahead, just in case. And that's why you should watch the fucking Spirophiles. I got everything. You want to go full fetish? Yeah, there's another nipple with a massive ring on it. Darker fucking areola there. Got a nose there. Severed nose. There is a crinkle cut cock in there as well, but I'm not fucking risking that in the live stream. Oh look, my views went up while I was doing that. Don't forget to like the stream. If you want to see more of these items, leave a like and leave a request. Something like a hungover curtain over a gutter into a tube. Yeah, something like that. That would work. or even just a cardboard box with the front cut out, and then put something at the back that they won't go through, and maybe even just have a thin piece of paper over the front, and then it will just go through the paper into the back and stay there. You know, there's lots of simple ideas, but having something that's contained, I think, would be a good idea that you can take in and out. Because the problem is, a lot of the stuff, if you leave it outside, curtains go mouldy and shit if you leave them out in the rain. So if you can transport it about, so some kind of box would be perfect, I think. If Buffalo Bill's nipples had the same piercing, yes, it is. It is. Well, I got the end of his cock as well. They just went behind him. It puts the lotions on its skin and it gets the hose again, yes. Well, if you don't, everything I've just showed, these are all props and stuff that are being used in the Spyrophiles and the Spyroverse. So if you like this kind of stuff, it's all in there. There's severed penises, there's people chopped up into little bits, there's, you know... The Spyro Desmonds are actual demons, but they're called Desmonds because the fucking, what do you call it, spell check thing kept getting their names wrong, so now they're called Spyro Desmonds. Yeah. That's what I've been doing today, filming. Basically, Mike's wet dream for the movie, said maybe. So I'll see what other props I got down there I could show you. It wouldn't get me in trouble. Because I'm worried already. But yeah. That master, don't hurt your fucking nose. So yeah, what I might be doing tomorrow is I do need to do a load of filming as the demon character tomorrow. But I might leave it till a weekday. The problem is if I try to film stuff like that in the weekend, everyone's here, you can hear them in the background and shit. And often I can't, because I'm so deaf, I can't hear them when I'm filming it. And when I come to edit it with earphones on, you can hear people shouting about in the background. I say shouting about, they're not shouting about, but you know how if you've got a house full of people, kids are here, so you know they're messing around. Yeah. I don't know. If I don't do any filming tomorrow, as in Spyro Files filming, I might do some shooting. So basically said, Mike, have you ever watched the Y-Files? New episode sounds good. Bit bad taste near it. No, I haven't seen that. No, I haven't, Spacey. No. If you send me a link to that, I'll have a look. I haven't ever seen that. No. I'm pretty sure I heard of it, but then it sounds like, you know, sounds like, you know what I mean, the Y-Files, the X-Files. So I've been thinking of doing a little video making, got a few workshop projects I could possibly, yeah, do it, Saint, do it. Absolutely do it. Don't have to be on camera, do you? He's on YouTube with Hecklefish. Alright, I'll check it out. The only reason I say send me like a link or something, is because you know I'll forget. By the time I've come off here, that'll be like in the ether then, and you know, I forget that it existed. It's the same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world, yes. Oh, that reminds me. I didn't never write down to message Purge yet, for fuck's sake. I got the paper out, I got the pen out, and I never did fucking, so yeah, there'll be a Spyro Files Spyroverse special cartoon. It's basically stories of paranormal. I think people have mentioned it before on here. Did Tactical go off and I forgot to say goodnight? Sorry, Tactical, if you did go off, well, he's gone now. I think I fucking forgot to say goodnight to him. If he didn't, well, if you didn't go, why ain't you fucking commenting? Or did I say goodnight to him? I can't remember, I just realised. Problem is, sometimes, because I'm in a conversation, I read people's comments in my head and then forget to read it out. Yeah, cheers, mate. So I'll check it out. If you send me it, I'm more likely to, you know, at least have a look. If not, the problem is, as I say, by the time I've gone off of here, I forget this thing. Kung Fu Tuber said, I think you did say goodnight. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I suddenly thought, oh shit, you know, I feel a bit rude now that if he went off and I didn't say goodnight. But no, I probably did, didn't I? If I noticed it, I probably did. What did I say I was going to watch? Oh, I was going to watch a scary movie, but it's not on. If it's still in the cinema, you ain't going to get that really anywhere, are you? Not for cheap. And the problem is, these websites you can go on, every time I try to go on them, it won't let me. Won't let me go on them. They even said, also, Wi-Fi's is good. Me and Fool are waiting to watch the latest episode in another tab after. Oh, nice. Nice. Alright, I'll check it out one day. Yeah. Alien on the hunt for food. Earth is the next stop. Nice. Ninja Man said, getting my Hat Sand Galatian 2 ready for sale, bro, so I can get a that pump action shotgun 68 caliber rubber ball 16 shot. Nice. Which one's the Hat Sand? I'm gonna look that one up. Fucking. Oh, so it's the one I was thinking of. Out Ninja Man. Yeah, are you gonna sell that? Yeah. I wanted to check if it was the one, you know, that I was thinking of. Yeah. Yeah, you know, if you don't use it or whatever, you might as well, you know what I mean, and then get something that's more to your sort of what you can use nowadays, you know what I mean? That does look like a beauty though, but yeah. I just fixed 2 of my air rifles. Yeah, don't blame you, mate. 315, you could probably get two different things for that then, can't you? Yeah, I've just fixed my, so it may have been, I think, the beginning of this year or late last year winter. I let my brother-in-law borrow my BSA Lightning, and he said he fired it a few times and it just fucked up and broke. I didn't know what it was, so I let him borrow, and my other good air rifle, the exact same thing happened. Turned out both of the breech seals had just like fucking smashed, and I reckon it was so cold that they froze, and when he shot them, because they was old and they was frozen, it just shattered them. So I've just fixed my 2 good air rifles. I've just fixed my Webley Stingray Deluxe because it's got a walnut stock and really nice, the metalwork on it's better than your average sort of air rifle, and it's got no holes for any open sights or anything. Really nice air rifle. I've just fixed that, and I've just fixed my BSA Lightning. I fixed my BSA Lightning yesterday, so they're back, because, you know, they're my fucking, you know, if I had to do any hunting, they're my hunting rifles, them too. All the others are just for pissing around with. But I like having at least 2 spring air rifles that you can, you know, do a bit of small game hunting with. Raoul said, just type a film name followed by online free on Google, and if there's a Billy TV or Gorgia in the list, those 2 channels work most of the time. Alright, thank you, Raoul. Yeah, the problem is, as I say, most of the time when I try and click them, it won't let me use them. It comes up with the, you know, this is an unsafe website, and then I can't click on it. Don't forget the lizard people. I don't know what the hell you two are talking about. Oh, you're on about that the Wi-Fi still, yeah. So yeah, I've just sorted out my 2 air rifles. I would show you them. You know what a BSA Lightning looks like, but yeah. Yeah, so my BSA Lightning is I fucking bought that Ninja Man in 1999, I think. Or 1998. I was 18 or 19, right? And it's still really. I bought it for my birthday. So I've really took care of it. I would show you, but as I say, stock. It's got a few scratches in it now, which is annoying. But you know, for 26 years old, 27 years old, it looks fucking good. I tell you. Yeah, with a new seal in it, a new seal and a new fucking a new seal, a new spring. These are what I've replaced over the years. So it's had a new spring at one point. It's had a new breech seal and it's had a new piston seal. Shoots fucking lovely still. Yeah. Both of them shoot absolutely lovely now. Ninja Man said BSA Lightning. I had one nice kit, which I didn't sell that one. Yeah, my BSA Lightning and my Webley, I'd never sell them, like ever. they're my forever guns there. But as I say, I bought the BSA for my 18th birthday. It was the first air gun I ever bought, like proper brand new. And then the second, like nice air rifle I ever bought, brand new, was the Webley Stingray Deluxe. Eva said, "Got to be honest though, I'm glad I don't have a fish like that." I don't know what you're on about, but yeah. I'll show you a bit of the stock of the Webley so you can see what kind of quality it is. For like 27 years old. I'm just kitting out a bag as well now. But apart from the odd, there's a couple of scratches on. If you look at the quality of that stock for 20, I've never really done anything with that apart from cleaned it with silicone gun oil. Still fucking clean as fuck. Am I still on? But yeah, I'm sorting out a bag that I can put in this pocket. It's got tools, targets, pellets, cleaning kit, so that I can pick this bag up if I wanted to go hunting. And it's got everything in it instantly. Classic Springer, yeah, Jerry. So it's got all of the tools in it for maintenance. It can be cleaned. It can be, yeah, pretty much everything you'd need is in that side pocket. Targets if you need to zero it in. Spare batteries for the illuminated reticle, which you don't need batteries for. But like if it's not an illuminated reticle, isn't a fucking must. But yeah. I'll do a video on the BSA Lightning actually. Well, I don't think I've ever done a video on my BSA Lightning. I might as well. I've got somewhere a VHS of like, got what it's called now. Jerry Springer, the most extreme scenes, whatever, we're all fighting and shit. And, yeah. We used to have that. We used to have the Jerry Springer one, the uncut Jerry Springer, and then the Cops one, you know, the show Cops, whatever it was, and it had all the like people in the old days when you didn't get to see this kind of stuff of like people being like shot or battered by the police or fucking tased and shit. Back in the day when you wouldn't have seen that ever on the telly. He ever said I'd have to flush him after the first request. Set up a dodgy business. Yeah, nice butt. Thank you. But yeah, the Webley, not the Webley, the fucking BSA is lovely. Heckle fish on Jay Springer could have been good. I don't know. You're very confusing to me, you two are. You free? So yeah, fuck it. I'll do a video on my BSA Lightning. I'll do a video on it. I think for 27 years old, it looks pretty fucking good. And it's had some stuff done to it. You know, I've fixed bits over the years, but yeah, it's done alright, I think. Raoul said, do you own an HWs? No, I don't. So I've got quite a few air rifles, but most of them are not. That's it, too hot for TV, Phil, that's it. Yeah, brutal stuff about that. That's it, yeah, too hot for TV. Yeah, VHS we had on. Anyway, sorry. I don't have an HWS. So my good air rifles, I've got a BSA Lightning from the early 2000s or late 90s. So it'd be late 90s. I've got a early 2000s, maybe late 90s Webley Stingray Deluxe. I've got a Webley Mercury that I bought second hand that's got something slightly wrong with the barrel. It won't shut properly, so it's not really worth using. I had a wire arc HW's 45 pistol, but I could never get on with it. I couldn't hit nothing with it for some reason. I've got a couple of other air rifles. I've got a couple of SMKs. There's the Ned Hunter, which was from Persio, which is a Webley. Not sure the model though. I've got a fair few. But a lot of them are like cheap. My two good air rifles are the BSA Lightning and the Webley Stingray Deluxe. They're proper nice air rifles. That you can do, you can hunt with. The others are just like pissing. Well, the SMKs you can probably hunt with, but they're not the same kind of build quality, and Saint said I got myself one of those trail cams. Quite interesting to see if I can put it in the local woods. Either I'll get some awesome nature pictures or one of the local crackies. Yes. Well, SAK 94 Stu, he fucking caught on a trail cam a bloke running around in the woods naked. Yes. I also love the lightning stock. Yeah, really, really nice bit of wood on that. But also I got the 97k, 95k, and the 30. The 30 is my favourite. Spacey said, my first trail cam good, but my newest one got Wi-Fi. And he said, nice, yeah, that'd be good. Pete said, maybe you will capture an awesome foursome. I nearly thought I said an awesome foreskins and say. Awesome foreskin? Don't know. Depends who you're asking. If I put a trail cam out and got a foreskin on it, not that you said that, I wouldn't be going, that's awesome. Don't think anyone's, apart from fucking Spyro Demons, I think they're the only ones who are ever impressed by foreskins. Roll said, have you tried the Daisy Powerline 880? No, I haven't, no. Maybe I'll have to get my air rifles out and do an air rifle collection video, because the thing is, I've got more than I think. Because I recently got, so when my dad died, I had one of the ones that Malk had bought him. It was like an SMK air rifle. Got two off of Persio. And I had at least 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 now. So I had 7. I must have at least 10 air rifles now, at least. So it's all fun and games until you see a girl backwards crab walking. Yes. Yeah, air rifle collection will be good. I've got at least 10. I won't name them because I don't know what half of them are called. But I've got BSA Lightning, the Webley, the Mercury, ASI Paratrooper, the SMK multi-shot, SMK single shot, the Ned Hunter, the other one Peugeot gave me, what am I missing? Oh, some weird black synthetic magazine air rifle. The one that chopped my hand as a kid, that's 10. Definitely got at least 10. Eva said, I do that every time I come across a trail cam. I want the fucking crab walk. So, yeah. Alright, do an air rifle collection video. It'll give me a chance also to cronium more. Yeah, I can cronium more, see what power they are. But yeah, the only two that I really give a fuck about, like, there's a couple of old ones that was my dad's, you know, I wouldn't ever give them up. But at the same time, you know, they're not no good for anything really. Like my BSA and my Webley, they're like, I can do small game hunting with them, so they're an actual fucking tool. You know what I mean? So it would be awesome if you could experiment with engraving, either wood or metal. Imagine a KD print on your brother. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. That I wouldn't mind. Yeah, you know, I'd be up for engraving stuff. That is quite a skilled thing, though, I think. Pepe said, "Gotta go. Take care. All nice talking to you. Yeah, it was nice having you on, Pepe. Take care, mate. Take care." Evil said, "I'll wait till night time, put on a white dress, and creep the shit out of people." Is that just what you do anyway? Yeah, good night, Pepe. Nice having you on, mate. I'll probably go off about 1:15. I've got to clean all this shit up now. Yeah, well, I'll definitely do a bit of a video. I'll do an air rifle collection, but I'll do a video on the Webley and the BSA. Maybe make a stencil and glue a pattern on, or mess about with electrolysis. Electrolysis is the way to go for real nice sort of burnt in pattern, if you know what I mean. Yeah. If you've got a few to mess about with, it's only a blank can. Well, exactly. I wouldn't mind doing the electrolysis. That's probably easier than you'd think. Yeah. Oh God. I want to get my BSA out and show you, but I can't. Basically, my first trail cam was 15 quid. 32 gigabyte max micro SanDisk cards were half the current price when I got. Oh, 6 of them. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, write it down. I know you want to. Oh, fucking electrolysis. That's written down. That's written down. Full said I've been tempted to borrow the memory card from the trail cam and fill it up with chav hen party pictures from Google. Oh Christ. The only time I've ever used a trail cam was in our loft when we kept thinking there was scratching up there. This is when my bug out bags was up there. I must admit, rats are the bane of my fucking existence when it comes to bug out bags. So my bug out bags was in the loft, and them little bastards could smell the food and got up in the loft somehow. Crawled up the fucking drain pipe or something. I don't know how the fuck they did it. Anyway, they got up there. Never saw any on a camera, but I got up in the to mount, put some traps up there and a bit of poison, I think. And I got up there one day and I could smell something was dead up there, and I found a dead rat up there. So I moved my bug out bags, which had rations in them, into the Wendy house, and they basically got in there, burrowed into the bags, and just cleaned them completely out of any rations, and then sort of piss and shit all in the bags, and but they'd eaten a hole through the side of it, so that I had to chuck that. So I suppose do you need 8 double A's, or can you run them on 4? Pete said, I'll check the order number on my air gun site. It's waiting dispatch. How many more days though? I want it now. It is annoying when you have to wait. Like that paintball gun I bought, Peach. That was fucking. I ordered it. The next day, he rung me saying, we haven't had your ID. I said, well, I have sent it. Check your, he said, okay, I'll check spam, and it was because I'm not on the electoral register, they can't check me, so I have to send my ID. Anyway, that's fine. I don't give a fuck about that. That's what the law is. Gave him my ID. Told him I'd sent my ID, and then I think that turned up 2 days later. It was a fucking good service with that place, and it was a place I'd never bought from before. Might have been called the Surplus Shop or something, but yeah, they're really good, really good. Bastards eat through anything. They do. It's just, 'cause I don't dislike rats per se, but I don't like rats coming into my house and eating things and shitting everywhere. Same as I wouldn't like any animal to do that. And I don't like the rats that, go through all my fucking, tore apart my bug out bag. I don't mind rats, but fuck me, they do my head in. Anyway, Saint said, I had something similar in our outdoor room, was filled up, and the smell was rank. I had to throw all the stuff out, including 2 bags of surplus clothing. Proper pissy about that, even today. Yeah, I had to get all my, I couldn't bear to chuck all my fucking shit away, so I just had to fucking clean it all. Yeah. And I never did put it back in the bag, but there's no food in there at all, and I have to keep any food to do with bug out ration stuff has to be kept in the spare bedroom, because they don't sort of come in your actual house, if that makes sense. But the loft, yeah, and the Wendy house, I expected them in the Wendy house, but I was just being fucking, I was so pissed off when I took them out of the loft that I just chucked them in the Wendy house. I should have, I've got them locked in like a metal filing cabinet now. He also said, I like to make creepy noises like growls and grunts and shit. Creepy giggle every now and then and a scream from a distance, for fuck's sake. Ninja Man said, how much did you pay for the TR-50 Gen 2? It was, I think altogether it was about 150 quid. Yeah. I probably could have got it cheaper, but it's a weird story, right? I was actually trying to buy the Gen 1 version at the time because I wasn't sure whether the Gen 1 and Gen 2 were the same in like the shape, because I'm going to make leather holsters for them. So I wanted to get the Mark 1 version because more people would have that. Then I could make the holsters for them. I think outwardly they're the same anyway. So I ordered the Gen 1 version from this company and they sent me the Gen 2. Yeah. Which is, it's alright. Got the better version. There's solid steel boxes, yes. Evil said, bet them trail camos are shit in it. Yeah. It does sound hilarious, to be honest. It sounds fucking great. I often wonder if that nude bloke who ran past fucking Stu's knew it was there. But yeah, Ninja Man, I'm pretty sure you could get the Gen 2 TR-50 for about 130 probably. I fucked myself over a bit, but that's fine. I'll have a quick look for you. 140. 140. Yeah, it's probably about 140, 150 then. So I probably didn't do as bad as I thought. 130. 189. Yeah, 150 sounds. That was with the postage as well. So, you know, yeah, I think it was 150 with the postage. So it meant how cheap they are. I bought trail cams. I thought trail cams would be 100 quid plus. Yeah, I think they're cheap as fuck. Spacey said, right, catch you later. You on tomorrow? I'm on tomorrow, Spacey. Good night, mate. Good night. Take care, Spacey. I might stay on for a little bit longer. I don't know. Maybe I'll piss off now. I'll be gone in a bit anyway. I'll finish all the conversations we're having anyway. But yeah, good night, Spacey. Take care, mate. I hope you get some mental fucking. Yeah, here's something for you, right? Now you could do this yourself if you want to. I could show you how to do it. But if any of you don't ever get any really fucked up footage on a trail cam, right? I'm part of a company a website where they'll buy that footage off you. I'll put it in for the company for them to buy for a quarter of what they pay if you want. Quarter. And fucking, I got paid recently. It's quite mental. I got paid out of the blue. I'd been on this website for like 10 fucking years and I forgot I'd even joined it. Suddenly I got fucking, I can't remember how much it was. It was like 50 fucking quid for a video that I'd put on years ago that someone had bought. And they're all like boring shit. It weren't, you know, because what they really want is like newsworthy stuff, and that you'll get paid a fair bit for that. That's on a website called Newsflare, and they'll pay you for the you know, for the videos. Fool said, in that last place we lived, the rats would clear the bait without triggering the metal traps, no matter how sensitive I set them. Had to paste the bait on strips of fabric and roll them like Swiss rolls. Yeah, rats are fucking mental, aren't they? Highly intelligent. And as I say, I don't dislike rats per se. I just don't like the ones who are fucking shitting and pissing and destroying everything in my fucking house. You know what, Spacey? Crackheads at the duck pond, if they start fighting, probably, yeah. Probably. Yeah. Eve said, might want to make sure it's not me first. It was a trail cam. But yeah, honestly, yeah, this place called Newsflare, and this is what I mean by why I'd just take a quarter of it, because if it's fucking proper decent footage, they probably pay a lot for it. The video that they paid me for, I can't even remember what it was, but it was some fucking utter bollocks that like no one would buy, but someone did. I'll have a quick look and I'll tell you what they bought off of me. But yeah, it's weird as fuck. I just randomly got this fucking money come through after like 10 fucking years. I can't. But yeah, I'd never put anything interesting on there. I just, you know, I used to take like just the hope that someone would want a fucking picture of some clouds or something. Any fucking thing. But what they want is newsworthy stuff. So if someone got footage of like that fucking the fire that was going on in fucking Suffolk, that's the kind of shit they would pay for. I mean, that's newsworthy, and at the time it's happening, shit like that. Put a camera in the town centre, that would involve me having to go to the town centre in the first place. Yeah, I did get a message from them the other day saying if you are in America and you have any footage of drunk people, send it to us. And I thought to myself, oh, just if I had some fucking footage of like the drops falling off his fucking deck, me and him could get paid for that. But I don't think, because I don't film the after party, I don't record the after parties now. Earl says, does anyone stock up on air rifle pellets as part of their prepping? Oh, well, I do to a degree. I've always got at least, I don't have shitloads, because they're quite fucking expensive now, but I've always got enough pellets to keep me going for quite a while. Yeah. I don't have loads and loads and loads and loads and loads, but I've got a good few thousand. Send some clicks from Spirals. You know what? Someone might buy that. But yeah, they want like real stuff, like stuff you can put on the news. So even shit like, say if there's like a torrential storm, torrential rain or something, or a flood, that kind of shit. That's the kind of stuff they want. However, as I said, the stuff they bought off of me weren't none of that. It was just random shite. Yeah, I'm going to go off. I do appreciate everyone watching. I'll be on tomorrow night. I won't be drinking tomorrow. So it'll just be a normal one tomorrow. Alright? See you later, everyone. Thank you for watching. Good night, Saint. Good night, Raoul. Good night, Evil and Fool. Good night, Spacey. He's already gone, I think. Good night, Ninja Man, Saint, and anyone else who's on. Don't forget to like the stream before you go. Good night, Saint. Not Saint. Good night, Kung Fu Tuber, Nick, and Peach is what I was trying to say. Fucking hell. Yeah, cheers for watching, everyone. I do appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow night. Don't forget to like the stream before you go, alright? Cheers for watching. See you later. Good night.